What's up everyone, it's Ed from barstarzz, and today's video will be about different grips for the human flag. It was based off a comment left on the last human flag video, so if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Also leave your comments below on what should be the future videos. Okay, so there's two standard human flag grips. There's the parallel grip, and then there's the pole grip, where both your hands are holding and traditionally your both thumbs will be pointing down. For the parallel grip, you'll have something like a ladder or a stall bar. Now I'll be showing you what a stall bar or ladder is. So this is a stall bar. Not in every park and not in every gym, but some gyms are fortunate to have it, some parks are fortunate to have it. Some people also known as the ladder. And the same mechanics work for there as for traditional human flag with such on the pole. So your hand's gonna go under your waist, the other hand is gonna go over your head, and then you're gonna apply that to the stall bar. Unfortunately, there's not a perfect bar that would be right here in between these two. So I overcompensate and go for the wider. The wider is traditionally better than the narrower, but traditionally you would like to have overhead and under the waist. And that is the stall bar or the parallel grip human flag. So you see how I grab the bar, hand here, then it lines up with the other hand, come down here. Same thing, you'll push with your shoulder and you pull with the top hand. You extend your body, you'll kick out your legs and pull. Now these common principles are the same for every flag. You always push with the bottom shoulder and pull with the top with the traditional standard flags. Things are different when you do the X flag, when you're grabbing like this, or when you're doing the elbow lever flag. Those are much different than the regular flag. All right, now we have the traditional straight pole. So if you guys already know how to human flag, the bottom hand goes under your waist, thumb is pointing down, the other hand goes over your head, and this is the traditional human flag. Alright, so once you get stronger, a more advanced version of the traditional human flag is having both thumbs face each other. Now that's much harder than the regular human flag, and it's a good challenge for you guys who want to try it. Another thing about the human flag grips is your palms. If your palms are sweaty or moist or moisturized, or you put on a lot of lotion, then it's going to be really hard to hold the human flag because your hand's going to slip, especially when it comes to a pole. Not so much on a stall bar because the parallel grip kind of leaves you there, but a pole you have the possibility of sliding. And that's why sometimes I use these kind of gloves where they have extra grip. So there's two kind of gloves generally. Gloves that give you a weaker grip because they're softer or more polished on the inside. And these kind of grips that are very strong and stubborn. If you don't use those kind of gloves, you could also use chalk or magnesium, or just stop putting lotion on and let your hands callus up. Kind of like my hands, it's a give or take. Sometimes I put on lotion so they get softer, and most of the time I avoid it and I could human flag without any chalk or magnesium. So that's a good tip when it comes to grips when it comes to human flag. Now when it comes to the straight pole and the stall bar, they're pretty much the same rules apply for both of them. I feel like the stall bar is much easier, and it's a better way to learn if you have it available to you. If you don't, then you have to use what's available, like the pole. I first learned it personally on the pole, but it would have been a lot easier for me if I had the stall bar available to me, also known as the ladder or the parallel grip where I'm able to grab it. Now once you understand these two different types of human flags, the rest of them are pretty much just a variation of that. So you could do a flag off the gate, you could do a flag off the tree, you could do a flag off of uneven objects. It's just the same rules apply. You push from the bottom hand, you pull from the top, and you engage your core. The more narrow you are, the more difficult it'll be, and always you want to have somewhat of a wide grip. Of course not too wide, but somewhat of a wide grip, and it'll be an easier thing to push. So now I'll show you some more flags around the spark just to show you that the same rules apply everywhere. All right, next is the uneven human flag. So you have a parallel grip here, a parallel grip here, but they're not on the same plane. Again, same rules apply. Now here's another grip where it's parallel and the hand is open palm, but it's the same principle, just like the parallel. You're pushing and you pull from the top. A very popular place to practice the flag is a gate. You can have the parallel grip or you can have the neutral grip. I prefer the parallel because it gives you a little extra wide. So here we go. And then this will be the neutral grip. Alright guys, so as you can see, you can do a human flag pretty much on multiple different apparatuses. Whether you have an open palm hand, it's still the same, you're pushing. Whether you're grabbing parallel like you would for a stall bar, a ladder, or a gate. Or if you're grabbing a pole in a neutral grip like a pole or a stop sign or a tree, it's pretty much the same. You push and you pull. Some grips make it much harder, some grips make it easier. I think the parallel makes it easier, and I think whenever you alternate the pushing hand into a weird open hand or a thumb facing up, then it's gonna become more difficult. Then there's other human flags or other flag variations, which are much different when it comes to strength and where you'll be feeling it, like the tabletop flag or the X flag or the elbow lever flag. Those exercises, you could follow some of the similar progressions, but for the most part, it takes away a lot of the pushing from the shoulder. So they have completely different progressions and different exercises to work towards them. If you want to learn the X flag, you can click the card above and it'll take you to a video where I did on how to do the X flag. I hope this video taught you guys something and that you're able to start doing human flags everywhere. Check out the website and pick up a present for one of your family members. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.